Liam, are the lads feeling a bit unlucky that we've not come away with something there?
Yeah, massively after the second half showing that we put in. Obviously we said to try and stay in the game at the moment that we'd gave them a goal. We felt they never earned that. We felt that they were in a flow from that moment and gave us a difficult first half. We adapted in the way we wanted to press and try and force them into our sort of shape a bit more and defend a bit higher and get the ball back a bit higher. And then when we got it back, try and connect and make passes a little bit more than we were doing. Obviously we were getting quite a bit of luck in the first half by going quite direct through to Cairo. But yeah, obviously disappointment is that we gave them the first goal. And for that their tails were up then, and it was a case of riding that first half, try and get a reset at half time. And I thought we came out second half. The message from Jim, the gaffer, was to win the second half, to believe in ourselves more. And I thought second half performance, barring everything but finishing off the chances that we had towards the back end of the game, which probably, minimum should have got us a point. And who knows if one of those go in earlier, that we get the momentum and maybe get another one. We will never know. But the fact that we've just pushed them, they were struggling, they were challenged, they were under all sorts of pressure. Needs to be a confidence boost for the lads. Although we scored in the first half against Halifax, to probably implement the style that we are and believe in ourselves more and take it to an opposition, whether it's out of possession press, and ask questions of them through that and back ourselves in our duels, and then be good when we're on the ball to get up the pitch and create and connect and damage, as we've done today. We've done some real damage to Barnet there in that second half, and the lads previous to me arriving here have damaged teams, and so just to see a little bit more of that, so that's probably more the frustration, that we know it's in us. We just need to see it for longer periods now, and particularly from the start of games.
What was kind of said between the lads at half time? Because look, obviously frustrating to go in 2 behind and give up one of the goals, like you say, but ended the first half quite strongly as well, and maybe could have had something going into the break. So was it a message of kind of belief in ourselves?
Yeah, just the fact that, listen, they're one of the teams that are pushing. Great squad, good set of players built on from last season, good manager, and we're coming to their place. They're on the back of a bit of a different form, so they had questions to answer today, and I felt that we just handed it within the first 5-6 minutes. A bit of a lift for them, which they'd been under pressure in the last few games, so that probably gave them a little bit of confidence to start moving the ball around as they were, and we felt they were a bit under pressure and they were getting into our final third quite quickly and moving the team around, and individual moments in that of decisions that have got them 2 goals up. And then for any team, it's a difficult ask to get back in the game, particularly away. But I have also seen this league numerous times that a goal or a bit of momentum or us finishing quite strongly, like say with the inside of the post and the lads cleared it off his own goal line over his own bar, that so long as you keep belief in the process, so long as you keep your body language, your attitude, that a goal panics the other side, it disrupts them, it takes them out of their flow. And we did that. Obviously it was a bit unorthodox with the way it came about. Hendo, being the predator that he is, was on the end of it and finished it nicely, but then we've gone down the other end and created some really good moments in terms of playing through and getting it into areas where we can really hurt Barnet. And obviously today that final quality touch wasn't there, but to be creating that kind of football and arriving in them positions and being as dangerous as we were, we've just got to take that again into the next game that's coming up, and really enjoyably, it's a cup game, so a little break again. It'd be nice if we could have come away with something that would have backed up our performance in the week. Again, we were really gritty, really resilient in the moments that they tried to attack us, and sort of put the game to bed in the second half, which gave us the confidence to then move up the pitch and trust sort of us as the back lads to go and defend them duels, and just quality in the last moment really today, in terms of cool, calm head and picking that sort of corner and slotting it was probably the difference really. And the lads are beating themselves up, but they don't need to be. They've pushed a good side all the way, and there's all good signs there for us to progress throughout the next run of games that are coming up.
You mentioned that cup game, a really good performance in the last round against Fylde. Can we take a lot of the positives from that second half display into that cup game against a team that's in the division higher.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously Bromley have been on a fantastic sort of run from this league going forward. They're built really well off the pitch, and quite rightly got themselves their promotion. So obviously they were having a bit of momentum into getting into that League Two, and they sit sort of in and around sort of the mid-table places from the last time I'd looked, and from when the ball came out, it was definitely winnable, absolutely winnable. Our sort of way of playing, our principles can definitely, like I said, damage them and hurt them. And again, it's sort of that magic that the gaffer was speaking about last time, go and create magic moments like we did. I thought Fowler was a really controlled performance against a team that had a new manager, and again had questions to answer, and we sort of controlled that. Not every game's going to be in that manner, but it was quite a complete performance, and if we can turn something out like that, particularly at home, and back up the home win, I thought the atmosphere in the Halifax game and the way we came back and sort of won, was a fantastic sort of momentum boost, particularly in the home games. Get the crowd right with us all the time, and they showed how much of a big difference they can make. So it'd be nice again to treat them with another good performance in the FA Cup, and another tie again at home, hopefully, or something maybe a bit bigger away.
You've been in and around a month now. How are you finding it so far?
That's excellent. Great setup. Really love the manager and the staff. Completely believe in everything that he's trying to do. It's a new way of looking at it for me in terms of what I had previously at Oldham and the principles there. And obviously there's no set way of making a performance or winning games, but certainly the way that the manager wants to play and keep his philosophy and keep his principles and stay strong with that. Before I even came here, we saw some of the nice football and sort of some of the plaudits that the group have been getting. It's quite a young group, and I'm on my sort of education into coaching now. So I'm going to learn a lot from the manager and the staff here. The details that they go into, you can see how much work they're putting in, and that always reflects well with the group, to know that your manager's going and your staff are going into that depth, that you want to roll out resilient performances for them, and stick together as a group, and they've got that real good togetherness. A lot of young energy, a lot of sort of young heads that are making their way in the game, and obviously I'm talking to some of them and I'm 15 years older than them, so it's quite new for me, because there's usually a set group of older players in here, but definitely trying to add my experience. It's a new way, like I said, of looking at football for me, and a lot that I'll be taking forward going into coaching myself when I move forward from playing. But obviously within that we've got Ebanks, we've got Hendo, we've got excellent experience, and the group's well balanced. Like I said, probably one of the key things is that they just need to believe in themselves a lot more, and not have an arrogance, but just have a real strong core belief in that what they've got here can really damage teams, and you've seen that up in spells this season. They just need to bring it out a bit more now, and obviously us as some of the senior players try and encourage that, and try and encourage the resilience to stay in games when things are being disruptive. But all in all, it's a real good fit for me, and I hope likewise I can come in and add a little bit of assurance and sort of a little bit of physicality. I'd probably look to put it like in the moments when some teams do have a lot of pressure in and around our box, and sort of try and be calm in the moments that we still want to build and still play when teams are going to put a lot of pressure on us. And like I said, I'll be learning along the journey as well, but so far so good. I've had a great reception, so thank you for that, and hopefully we can make some good moments starting again next week.